Russell Wilson sprained his finger, according to Pete Carroll, last night against the Rams, and he could miss some time because of it. I think Russell Wilson is one of the most valuable players in the league. So I think without him, they're really nothing. They have some good players, but I don't think they'd be able to do much of anything without him. Yeah, they make the playoffs every year, but they're in the low-end playoff teams. They're like 10 to 12 wins every year, which is good, but they never go anywhere since they lost in 2014 to the Patriots. And without Russell Wilson, they'd be worse, and they probably wouldn't even make the playoffs. So this is a big loss for them, especially if he misses a decent amount of time. But this is an article from ESPN by Brady Henderson. Let's get into the article. Seahawks now have more than a historically leaky defense and an early deficit in the NFC West standings to worry about. For one of the few times over the past decade, Russell Wilson's health is also a concern. Wilson was knocked out of their 26-17 loss to the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday night after injuring the middle finger on his throwing hand in the third quarter. He returned for one series but was replaced by Geno Smith, who led a touchdown drive to give Seattle 2-3 hope, but then threw an interception to all but seal the win for the Rams, 4-1. Speaking after the game, Seahawks coach Pete Carroll called the injury a, quote, badly sprained finger, and said it was too early to put a timetable on Wilson's return. Carroll said he didn't know if Wilson will need surgery. Never really heard of a sprain that would require surgery. I know a sprain is a tear in the muscle, or a muscle, but it's normally a minor tear. So you don't really hear about needing surgery on sprains. So that must mean it's bad if it is gonna need surgery, or if it might need surgery. There's a lot of work to be done in assessing all of that, Carroll said. Russell is one of the greatest healers of all time, and he'll do whatever he can to get back as soon as absolutely possible. The Seahawks have a mini bye before they travel to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers on October 17th. Wilson hasn't missed a game in his NFL career, as he has made 149 consecutive starts, the longest streak by an active quarterback. Wilson was not available to the media after the game. Smith replaced Wilson early in the fourth quarter and threw a 23-yard touchdown pass to DK Metcalf, cut Los Angeles' lead to 16-14. Metcalf's second touchdown of the night capped a 10-play, 98-yard drive, on which Smith went 5 for 5, prompting the crowd at Lumen Field to chant, "Geno, Geno." Wilson banged his throwing hand against Aaron Donald's arm on a third quarter incompletion. A Fox broadcast showed the tip of Wilson's finger unnaturally bent downward. He was examined for several minutes on the sideline by a Seahawks team doctor and members of their athletic training staff who watched Wilson grip a football, then bandaged his finger. Was it Aaron Donald that sprained both of Carson Wentz's ankles? He rolled on them after he sacked him, and I guess he sprained both of them. I think it was him. I'm not sure. If it was, and he's injuring some quarterbacks, man. Wilson returned for the Seahawks' next drive, throwing one short pass on a 3-and-out. He was replaced by Smith when Seattle regained possession. After Smith's touchdown pass to Metcalf, Wilson ran down the sideline to celebrate with teammates, patting one player on the helmet with his left hand. Carroll said everyone was together on the decision to insert Smith, adding that Wilson knows his body and knew he wouldn't help them with an injured finger. He wasn't able to hold on to the football the way he needed to throw it, because we were going to throw the ball, and we needed to throw it all over the place, Carroll said. We didn't know what he would be able to do. He was just unsure. If he could have, he would have. Wilson went 11 for 16 for 152 yards and a touchdown and an interception on a tipped throw. Smith went 10 of 17 for 131 yards, adding 23 yards rushing on 3 attempts. His interception was on a throw intended for Tyler Lockett, who fell down. Geno did a really, really good job. Very much in command, Carroll said. We were able to do all kinds of things with him out there. He handled all the communications beautifully and played really well. We had a chance to win a football game. With all of that, we had a chance to win the football game with the ball in our hands in a couple of minutes to go. The Seahawks, playing without running back Chris Carson, neck, and tight end Gerald Everett, reserve/Coof, led 7-3 at halftime before the Rams opened the third quarter with consecutive touchdown drives. Los Angeles finished with 476 yards of total offense, with 68 coming on an underthrown Matthew Stafford pass that Deshaun Jackson caught between cornerback Sidney Jones and safety Jamal Adams. Seahawks held the Rams to 2 of 10 on third down but finished with only 1 sack and 3 official hits on Stafford. According to ESPN stats and information, Seattle has allowed at least 450 total yards in 4 straight games, the longest streak in team history and tied for the longest streak in the NFL. We've got shit we need to fix, and everybody knows that, said safety Quandre Diggs, who had his second interception in as many weeks. At the end of the day, you either do your job or you're not ready for this type of atmosphere. Just plain and simple. Smith, 30, in his third season with the Seahawks, over his first 2, he had attempted only 5 passes in mop-up duty. Smith's touchdown pass was his first since 2017, the year he made his most recent start. His 98-yard drive was the longest of his career, and the Seahawks' longest touchdown drive since Week 17 of the 2018 season, according to ESPN stats and information. Smith made 29 starts over 2 seasons with the New York Jets, after they drafted him in the second round in 2013. He was asked what he wants to show the NFL if he gets the call next Sunday in Pittsburgh. "I just want to win," he said. "That's all that is important. I just want to win." So, I think there's not too much to worry about with the Steelers. They're not good. That being said, I don't know how they do with Geno Smith against them. That could be a close game. But if Russell Wilson's going to miss more time than that even, you got the Saints the next week, who are decent. You got Jacksonville, who's not a team to worry about. So probably be fine missing that game. Then you got a bye week, which would help. And you got Green Bay after that. I don't think, unless he needed surgery or something, I don't think he'd miss past the bye week. So I don't think you'd have to worry about him missing these games. But at least these 3 he might miss. And New Orleans would be a big one to miss. So we'll see. But I hope he gets better. He's one of my favorite players in the league. So I hope he gets better, and again, he's really important to this team, so if they don't have him, they're kind of screwed, I think. They're already 2-3. If they had a better record, might be easier for them to miss him over the next few games, but since they don't have a good record, then it's not ideal. But let me know what you think. Do you think they'll be able to pull these games off without him? Do you think they're kind of screwed? How long do you think he's going to miss? Do you think he'll need surgery? How do you think the Seahawks would be without him? Do you think they'd still be a decent team? Do you think they'd suck? Think they'd be good? Let me know. And what do you think about Geno Smith? I have opinions on him, being a Patriots fan. I think he sucks. But let me know your opinions on all of this. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Comment, share. I have another channel called Thoughtful Outlaw where I talk about news and entertainment world regarding Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, gaming, and more. So check that out, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.